We haven't had a game in Lucknow for a long time. I remember going there very long back. It was the KD Singh Babu Stadium in '94.
I've played one of the first class games there actually. Most of the games which I've played was in Kanpur. So I can't recall the last game where I've played in Lucknow. So
this is the new stadium.
Is the new stadium.
So it'll be
the
old one was a flat track. And
last game played there was '94, early '94. It might have been
Sri Lanka.
Against
Sidhu
Sri Lanka.
hitting sixes to Muthaiya Muralidharan.
It was a pre-Dusra Murali who would get 5 wickets but concede 180 runs.
Because he'd keep bowling from one end. They had no other choice, and Sherry would be hitting them all over the place. I think Sherry got a big 100 there.
Yeah, he did.
Hit about 14 sixes or something.
He did, and I got it.
I hope the wickets changed and it's more like what we saw today.
So, would you do anything, make any changes? This Indian side? I mean, I guess a lot would depend on the surface as well. But the bowlers did well. So
well, I mean, when you have bowling card like this, I don't think any of the bowlers you will be thinking of changing. And yeah, the call Indian team will be looking to take is whether you want these many batsmen or you want to have extra bowling option. Looking at the way game has gone, I think the chances of that happening is also very bleak, because when you have a game like this as bowling unit, you don't want to discourage anyone. If everyone has contributed, so that's something which depending on Bhuvneshwar Kumar's fitness, maybe that's the only call I see team management making.
The only batsman who didn't get a game was Shreyas Iyer. I mean, it's unfair to suddenly tell Manish Pandey one game we want to look at Shreyas Iyer. You want to give him 2 games, right?
Yeah, it's been like this. I remember from Ireland, he had one game where he didn't bat. Then last few tours he's been in the side, he hasn't got a game, and one inning is too short a time to look at anybody and say whether you're good or not. And somebody who's especially done well in the past. It was he got 100 in Australia last time we were there in a one-day game when he started his career. So he's a successful player, and one game would be too short. Only thing I'd think of is why not add Chahal to this? Because if the leg spinners
can't play.
If they can't play, then it's a no-brainer. But how do you fit him in?
So if Bhuvneshwar Kumar plays, then there will
home
be
ground.
possibly
For
2
him.
changes then. Then if Bhuvneshwar Kumar plays, then that gives you luxury to have Chahal as well.
You could, I mean...
But it'll lead to a very tricky thing. Suppose Bhuvneshwar can't play for whatever reason, and you keep the side but you play Chahal, and you have Krunal Pandya batting at 6, then Umesh Yadav is going to frame that score sheet because he might be number 7. I mean, they might play Kuldeep Yadav. They might play Kuldeep. But even if he is number 8, Umesh Yadav will frame that. Did you ever bat 7 or 8?
I must have. Number 8, I think.
Yeah, what was
number
that?
8.
No.
Big partnership.
Number 8.
That big partnership, that we'll never forget. That was number 11 with Sachin when he outscored him in the partnership.
No, the one days he's talking about it.
No, test. One days as well.
Okay. So we'll see.
It's been very up and down, but there have been some good spikes as well there.
So maybe opening this time at T10. How about opening?
No.
Okay.
Opening with the ball, yes. Okay. Opening with the bat, no.
The West Indies have only 14 players available to them. They're big miss today, Andre Russell. The other lesson they learned is Karen Pollard is no longer a bowler. He came and delivered some juicy little balls that changed the game. The game changed with those 3 boundaries that Karthik took in that over. So what can they do? The 3 players who didn't play today were Sherfane Rutherford. He hit 43 or 15 balls in a game in the CPL. So I don't know whether there'll be a place for him there somewhere, because Dinesh Ramdin is someone they could replace. They've got Shea Hope as a keeper. I wonder if Obed McCoy, it probably depends on the kind of surface there is.
Absolutely.
After this game, they want to be an extra pace.
I was surprised by tonight's game not using Powell.
Robin Powell,
Robin Powell is supposed to be all-rounder, so when he tried
Pollard.
Karen Pollard at that stage, maybe Robin Powell, he was also a good option at that stage, which Brathwaite didn't try. Maybe in the next match, if I think one wicket keeper should play. That's something which they can easily make. They both have similar kind of styles. Shea Hope he did open the innings. So Robin Powell has opened the innings in the previous match in last ODI at Thiruvananthapuram. So that's something which I feel can be a possible change. Whether it happens or doesn't happen, we'll have to wait and watch.
I mean, the West Indies, when they come to play a T20 World Cup, they're a different side. When they play a normal T20 game, they are just another side. So we'll wait and see what happens.